So we've got a Cardo Scala Rider freecom 4 with a dead battery, dead for years. So I'll show you how to swap it out should you ever need to. So you need a Torx screwdriver. I think it's the same size as the ones you used to use in old Nokias. I'm a lefty, so I've probably got the camera on the wrong side. It's got 4 screws. And don't lose them because these are part of your weather sealing. And then comes apart dead easy. You've got a weather seal in here to be careful of. So you pull the circuitry out. It'll all come out in one piece, complete with the weather seal. Jiggle it a little bit if it seems a bit stubborn because it gets stuck around about there. Okay. And now here is the battery that's dead on the back. Pull the tape off, but keep it because the new batteries don't come with a new piece of tape. Obviously make sure it's switched off beforehand. The battery is good and stuck on here, so you'll have to play with it, fiddle with it to unstick the tape. It's got double-sided sticky tape on the underneath. Be careful not to snap your circuit board or anything. Just like that. You want to snip the wires as close to the battery as you can because you need a little bit of wiggle room with these. You could desolder it and solder it there, but it's really, really close to the plug, so I didn't really want to do that. Strip your wiring whatever way suits you. With these tiny little ones, I find it's easier to just burn the outer coating a little bit. Pull it off like that. Dead simple. You have not got a lot of wire to work with on this one. So these new batteries I bought have got a little plug on the end. We don't need that, so we'll snip that right off. Like that. Strip the wires again. I'm using a little bit of heat shrink just to protect the wires, make sure they don't go touching each other or anything like that. twist the wires, make sure they do get a good connection. It's a smidge on the fiddly side. There's one. Apparently not. Make sure to expose that a little bit more. Better. It is finicky, yeah, so you do need a fairly steady hand. Little girly hands are probably better. So there we go. So there's your heat shrink on, your wires all connected, nice and strong. And then we'll just melt that heat shrink. See if we can get some of the sticky bits off the old battery, because it does work a little bit better if you can stick the battery in. So the double-sided sticky tape does peel off, or you can use a new piece, but I didn't have any. Doesn't have to be perfect because there is a little bit of wiggle room in there. So stick that back there, just like that. Now you've got to tuck these wires underneath the top of the battery because there's nowhere else to put them. And we'll tuck these ones under here like that. Minding the little locating port that you need. You grab your bottom, figure out which way it goes. And then you find out you've stuck your battery in the wrong place. So that's going to sit right. Your wires will stick out like that because they're a bit longer than they were before. Use a small implement like a little tiny screwdriver to poke them back in. That should be all right. Takes a little bit of faffing and fiddling. Get there in the end, there we go. Nice and clicked into place, that's all good. Chuck the top back on. It's a little bit loose when you do that, so you've got to make sure you get all 4 screws back in nice and tight. You can tell when they're home because it pulls in the seal nicely. although it does help if you've lined the seal up correctly, which I don't seem to have done on this occasion. It does like to sit very particular.